Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcore Guys, and today we're playing Splatterhouse on brutal mode. The first thing we're doing is getting the Gore Factory. And also the Splatter Slam Smash. And of course an upgraded version of the Splatter Smash. And also today we're doing Phase 9, which is entitled The Ruined Heart. And the thing about me when it comes to like the phases is I don't remember anything like past Phase 6 name-wise, I guess. I don't know, or well, no, I remember Scream Park. I just couldn't think of what it was exactly called. I remembered Reflections in Blood, which is Phase 8, but I just don't remember the. I kind of remember this one, but like at the same time, I don't remember. I always thought this was like Phase 5. I don't know why. I get these all over the place. So first thing we have to deal with here is two abors. Nothing really hard. You guys are pretty much probably more likely professional by now with these guys, because we see them so damn often. You would think, like, when you first see them, like, oh, okay, this is a new type of enemy. We shouldn't see them that often, right? Nope, you do. You see them plenty. And trust me, they get old real quick. Not only do we have to deal with two, but we have to deal with a couple elites. Or I think it's just one or two. Let's see. I think it's one. Yes, it's one. Later on in this chapter, we have to deal with two. But that right there, that's the Splatter Slam. The Splatter Jump Slam. You jump and then you press L1 triangle. I think we have that for the square one too. I think I upgraded that. Yeah, we abruptly just jumped right into upgrading stuff now, didn't we? I did that for the reason because there's a game that I've been playing pretty recently where you can't, when you're in action, you can't. You can pause the game, but you can't access like a upgrade menu. I'm trying to think of what game that is. It's really pissed me off because like I know it. I know in the back of my head. I just can't think of it right now. I'm trying to give my game collection a pretty good look. Bayonetta, I think is the one where no, that's wrong. That's completely wrong. Yeah, I'm like, I got it, and then I'm like, no, I don't. Enslaved? No. God, what the fuck is it? There's a game where you can't access the select menu, which I think, or you can't access some like other menu, and you can only access the start menu or something like that during action scenes. And I know it's not Metal Gear Rising, because Metal Gear Rising lets you select your stuff while in the action too, which is awesome. I love games that do that. I'm sure you guys probably would. I'm sure you guys probably know what I'm talking about, but I just can't think of it at the moment. So once we go in this room, we have to deal with more mini-bosses. This whole chapter is just filled with the brim with mini-boss fights, by the way. Right here, go ahead and break that wood off on this guy. We just gotta deal with 3 territories and that's it. Nothing, not really a big deal. They're really not that big of a problem anyway. The one upgrade I should have got, but I didn't get throughout this entire playthrough, was the one where you actually run and then you do a Splatter Slash. It is extremely powerful. Like, I don't know why I never got it. I just felt like I could probably just do it out. And when I actually want to go get it, it was too late. So I didn't actually what was that, the Gore Factory, or what was it? There's a move where you do a bunch of rapid squares, and then after a succession of multiple punches, eventually finishes the guy off, or your creatures off, I should say. There's really no gender when it comes to these creatures, so I don't really know exactly what the hell they are. But I always call everything just a guy. It's just I must be Canadian. That's probably what it is. I call everything guy. No, I'm kidding. God damn, what is that game I'm trying to think of? But it is not. We're getting with me today. I could swear it's probably like on my. I swear it's on my PlayStation. I swear to God, it's on my PlayStation. I just don't know what it is. Whatever it is, who cares? I should stop thinking about it. Now we gotta deal with a beast. You think that's it? No. You haven't even gotten to the good part yet. We gotta deal with the worm. Oh yeah, every freaking time with this game, I swear to God. So this whole entire chapter, these next few phases, to be honest, they're gonna be filled to the brim with just compacted amounts of enemies. And the reason why they're doing that is because, one, the game's progressively getting harder. That's the point. And two, they want you to get as much blood as you can before you finish the game. That way, you know, you've got all your blood upgrades and stuff like that. And also, I think another thing is they probably don't think that people know that you can go back to chapters. Well, I'm sure they know that you can go back to chapters, but I think they just don't know that people know that they can go through chapters again and retain their blood upgrades. That's just... I'm guessing that's the idea, but if you guys are playing Brutal Mode by now, you should know what to expect, what's going on, what you can do. So I was going to say the shotgun, but then it took me like a split second of realization, like, wait, these are territories. What am I doing? What am I putting this down for? Oh my god, you guys should have seen it. Like, I got done editing Phase 9. Well, no, not Phase 9. Phase 8. I edited Phase 8 like last week, and I did a commentary for it just today, which should be uploading probably today. Pretty short chapter, so it's not like that big to upload. It actually, the rendering wasn't too bad either. It took like an hour or so to get through. But the thing is, I had 30 minutes left of render time. I'm like, I was watching one of my guys play their. I think what he was trying to think of what game I was watching him play. Wonderful 101. That's what it was. I'm talking about the Seraphim. I was watching him play, and then I just fell asleep out of nowhere. I just on my couch, just fell asleep. I know, I was just tired. I'm tired as hell. By couch, I mean futon. That's what it is. And of course, you know, no, actually, like, I was kind of drifting off a little bit, and then I kind of woke myself up trying to stay awake, and then I just fell asleep. I was like, it was at 12:30ish, and then I woke up around like 2:30ish, and I'm like, huh, okay, time to get up. I did have a pretty crazy ass dream though, but I always have crazy ass dreams, so it's nothing really big. But all you gotta do here is just avoid contact with the zombies, and of course throw the spiked terratoids into the mouth, and then you should be good to go. They're probably not even called terratoids. I call them spiked terratoids because they usually work together in groups, and I just consider them both as terratoids. If anything, they're probably all of these are probably zombies, because Dr. West studies necrobiology, and of course his research got a little too carried away and he started making these things. The Hominite actually, I think, are humans. Used to be humans, I think so. And then, like, they were screaming in pain or something like that, and if you notice, their mouths are sewn shut. There's an audio file about that in the game you have to go find. You just go to one of those old voxophone looking kind of things, and then you go from there. Or, not voxophone. I'm stupid. I think it's auto-showed. You go to one of those photographs, and I think from there, that you click on those, and they should give you a thing. And if you get them all, you get an achievement. If you get all the pictures, you get an achievement, which I actually get. I don't get the achievement for it. Well, I already have it, but I didn't get all the pictures in this run-through. I actually picked up one piece of the picture. So in phase, I think 11, phase 10 or 11, you guys get to see some boobies. So if you guys like that, then there you go. But we'll get to that bridge when we cross it. It's nothing really big. It's just another gen pick. You know, you guys can get those on your own and do it how you please. I just, since I don't know, when I got this game when I was a young teen, you know, I was like in 10th grade or whatever. You know, I'm like, oh, now this is pretty cool. I don't usually get to see this. Obviously, I knew what the internet was, because well, there's the internet around the time, duh. But even getting to see like a whole package of pictures in the game was kind of odd for me, I guess. Not many games do that, you know. I don't know. But I actually ended up dying in this section. I don't know what happened to me. I just fucked up pretty hard. So in this very first moment, you don't have to go berserk. I highly recommend you actually don't, because you're gonna be fighting 2 elite berserks. No, you're gonna be fighting 2 elite abors, and 2 elite abors are just a big giant pain in the ass. They just really piss me off. Another little detail I like is it looks like they have their brains sticking out. I don't know if that's just me, but on the top of their head, it looks like they have their brains sticking out. So I threw the head instantly because I had a head that I cut off when I went berserk. Like I said, don't do it. You know, if you can get by without it. I was just in a hurry. That's the reason why I did it. And that last square on that triangle combo where you slam on the ground, you do a ranged attack with it. Don't do it on the boars, because the boars, 90% of the time, 99% of the time, they'll do that stupid generative AoE attack, and it's just ridiculous. That thing is so annoying. They just do that bound back thing. It's bullshit sometimes. That's why I hate boars. And elites usually do it better. And they do it more than, you know, just normal guys. Yeah, did you guys see that? I actually pressed circle on him trying to finish him off, and it did damage. I don't think it did damage, but actually, it wouldn't register that he was going to get finished because he was still in the animation of taking damage. And so the game just suggested that, you know, he doesn't get killed by me, or doesn't get into the kill notion, or the animation, or whatever. That kind of irritates me a little bit about this game. There it is. That's what it is. That's the rapid move I upgraded to. I recommend having that at least on Chapter 7 or Chapter 8. That way you can take out those Ginny-looking Homini things. It's a little quicker and a little easier. But, you know, we all surpassed that pretty easily. Just do some slams and you should be good. Now when it comes to the no upgrade run, I don't even know. I think, actually to be honest, I think there's a set path that you have to take. I just fuck up every time. You know, I don't know if it's random or not, but it's something definitely to take a look at. And of course, our phases are not complete without a side-scroller. I was actually going through this, editing it, you know, skipping through all the parts. Just editing how I usually edit, and I remember I was just going through this whole. I just skipped this whole entire part because I realized what it is. Side scrollers have no cutscenes, no transitions, no nothing. They're just side scroller sections. They take some time, and I'm like, all right, skip. It's right there. I think it's right, left, right, right, right. 3 rights. Yeah, be careful of that. Left, and then I think it's right again. Yeah, it's right. Okay, no, it's none. Okay, so most of this section, or most of that section, is just filled with tentacles on the right. I know what you guys are probably thinking out there. Probably thinking, ooh, it's time for some hentai. But no, it's not. Rick's not gonna get penetrated in the ass by a bunch of tentacle monsters. If you want to go see that, you can go look that up in Rule 34, which probably exists. I don't know. Knowing Rule 34, well, no, I'm pretty sure there's a Splatterhouse Rule 34 out there, which I've never yet actually looked up, which I'm going to after this video, just to be on the safe side. Research reasons, of course. But, so right here, you know, just these tentacle things coming from the ground, they're just a pain in the ass. I don't know the best way to avoid them besides the obvious, just stay away from them kind of thing, but you can't really use Unstoppable to get through them. It's just, no, you know, all jokes aside, it really is a pain in the ass. And once you get through all that trouble, this is where the end section is going to be. You see that heart up there? We have to rip that heart out. We have to stop the house from having a heart, which is kind of odd. But I think it's another one of those things like that calls back to the old Splatterhouses. I'm not sure, because I don't remember there ever being a heart in a house. But for some reason, I just recall the house being alive in the older Splatterhouses. But then again, my memory does not serve me correct always. I think this was the only game that they allowed the house to be alive necessarily. Which, maybe I'm getting an homage. That's what it is. That's what I'm looking for. Homage. Maybe I'm getting the homage of something else. Like, maybe a book or the show or something I watched where the house was alive. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. Thinking of Monster House, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, where the house actually was alive. This house in particular, Dr. West's house, actually has a beating heart. It's not, like, it just doesn't move. It doesn't do anything. So the whole idea of this is just to draw blood. You just kill all the enemies off. You don't worry about a certain amount of blood or anything like that. You know, most of it goes to you anyway. But you have to deal with 2 more elite abors, and God forbid, just, you guys know how much I just love abors, right? So we're gonna rip this guy's freaking head off because he's pissing me off, so take him down. And, oh my god, I just remember what the next phase is. The next phase actually is, I think, like 5 minutes. I think it took me like 5 minutes to get through, so I'm ready for that shit. I'm ready to get that over with. I'm ready to get that commentated. I want to get all these commentated as quickly as possible and get them all uploaded this weekend. I'm not going to be doing Infamous on my main channel anymore. I decided to go ahead and quit that, as I mentioned earlier, but you guys are the only ones who are going to get to hear that, so it's exclusive to you. Actually, not really, because I actually wrote it on my discussion board and my Twitter, but everybody follows that stuff, so. Alright, and here is a beast. Another beast fight. This, again, like I mentioned earlier, this is just mini-boss city. That's all this chapter focuses on. Of course, if you guys die, it's no biggie. If I die, it's a big problem. I actually about died right there. You see that? Like, look how much health I had left. That's why I love this game so much, because they give you the ability to, well, you know, just survive that last critical hit. It's not really an upgrade either, it's just you survive that last hit, so... I'm gonna kill off this guy. Obviously, by the only reasonable and only way we can, and that's obviously rip out his butthole. So, actually no, rip out his intestines through his butthole. Because we're not ripping out the hole itself, we're ripping out the intestines. And we got one more phase to go through. This phase, all you have to do is build up Berserk meter, or Necrometer. And you see those skeleton-looking bony things? Yes. The only way to destroy them is by using Berserk moves. I don't recommend going into Berserk, because really it's just a waste of time. You're just going to waste more time doing it. They give you plenty of these little guys to beat up on. I go Berserk because I'm an idiot. I just feel like I can do one blow. That's honestly the reason why. I just want to chop through these guys. But you just have to keep slamming on these, and if you get too close like that, you get hit. I do not recommend using the Splatter Slash. I recommend using the Splatter Smash. Even though I'm using Slash, clearly. But Splatter Smash would usually get you the better... You could just do it better like that. You can get 2 in 1, but yeah, that's about it. So anyway, folks, I'll see you all in the next phase, which is going to be called Phase 10, The Wicker Bride, and I will see you all then, so take care, everybody.